Oh, the medieval times. A much simpler time where mankind had nothing else to do but interact with nature. No screens, no distractions, just men and the war. Working, playing, drinking and scheming back to the roots of our species. There's plenty of work for everyone. Most of it is unhealthy and poorly paid, but at least you don't need a PhD to sweep in a warehouse like nowadays. And not stupid fake jobs like being locked up in an office 9 hours a day without seeing sunlight. In this time, most men had to use their bodies to get things done. But at least it was a worthy job, interacting with the real world we were born to interact with. In the new Kingdom Come game, you can experience that life that was replaced by today's technology and comforts, like lifting sandbags. Oh, look at that gameplay! Obviously a job replaced by machinery in our times. Except for the people who keep doing it. But now you probably need a PhD to do that. The Henry II game is here, and Warehouse Studios delivered as promised. Using everything they learned from the first game, they doubled down on the sequel, achieving the experience they wanted to create from the beginning. The war is bigger, the combat is better, the quests are more interesting, and the story is a lot more engaging.
I'm Lord Perkstein. Me, I'm grown up now. I thought if we delivered the message to Bon Virgo...
For fuck's sakes, man! You're talking to a horse!
The game starts exactly where the last one ended. Henry and his friend and Lord Capon are wounded due to a barbarian ambush. The game gives us the Kratos treatment, nerfing Henry, aim level and equipment. We start practically as a vagabond in a new country. No armor, no weapon, no money, no one knows you, no one trusts you, and no one gives two fucks about you. And that last one is something you really feel, because this game is very immersive. Oh shit!
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit!
Okay, here we go. You're gonna fight, or what are you doing? Okay, see ya, guys. Oh, there we go, there we go. Doing quests for the locals, getting to know them and showing them they can trust you is how you slowly start to recover the character you remember from the prequel and also build a reputation in this new place. I'm just carrying sandbags.
Shame on you.
Let me do my job, man. Oh my fucking god. The combat is simplified, but that doesn't mean it's worse or easier. On the contrary, in the first game you had 5 directions where you could do slashing attacks, another button to do piercing attacks in all those same directions, an input to kick your enemy, and additional inputs to guard and parry attacks. It was overwhelming at first until you got used to it, but now you only have 4 directions to attack, and there's no special button to do piercing attacks. That was replaced by the low attack, which does exclusively piercing damage. Okay, just stay right there, Santa. You are going to die. What? Just one more shot, just give me a second here.
Alert! To arms!
And done.
Go to hell!
Okay, just one more second, please. Just 1 second. And there you go. Come on, man. Let me charge my crossbow. You're being a dick right now. Let me charge my crossbow. Just one shot. Just give me a second. Just one freaking second, please.
God!
What? What are you doing? What is he doing right now? Is this some kind of new attack or what? What? There are more heavy weapons to use, but the game, always trying to stay true to history, puts particular emphasis on the long two-handed sword. This is the weapon of true masters in medieval combat, and I don't need anything else, because like when you play Dark Souls, true men only need big armor and big sword to have fun. There are a lot of combos to learn, but I never care too much about that, and every time I pull one out, it's accidentally. The perfect parry mechanic is where you have the most fun with the combat. Exchanging sword clashes with your enemies is very engaging. Even if the combat is simplified, it's really smooth and fun. This time the AI is a lot more skilled and aggressive. If one of their attacks hits, they're going to keep pushing until you deflect or they run out of stamina. So if you don't watch out for your stamina, it can end pretty badly and quickly. And once you start fighting real knights, they parry most attacks you throw at them. So it can look really cool, but at the same time makes the fight last too long. If you're fighting multiple knights at the same time, you're dead.
Easy. I'm going. Scared shit.
Okay, take it easy, I'm going. Oh, look at him. What is he doing? Oh, sneak attack, you can play, boys. That's why you have to learn the Master Strike. You can unlock this ability in a secondary mission and it changes the fight pretty radically. The Master Strike has no way to defend against it, and according to the lore of the game, is reserved for the most skilled Source Masters. It consists of doing a parry and an attack at the same time. Instead of trying to match the direction your enemy is going to attack from, you wait in the opposite direction. When the parry icon appears, you attack. This makes the combat a lot easier and allows you to do special executions. The bow and arrow work almost the same as in the previous game. The new addition is the crossbow, which takes a long time to recharge but is a lot more deadly and can even pierce armor. And of course, living in the times where gunpowder was still something new and lots of people were terrified of it,
Looks like it ain't working.
you can use one of the first prototypes of a pistol. It's impossible to aim and takes even longer than the crossbow to reload. You can still have fun and see its destructive power, but it would have been better if, with this particular weapon, they had added a bit more gore, since the enemies die from a single shot, but visually it doesn't represent how a person should look after being exploded point blank with this hand cannon. Well, I'm sorry, Father Godwin, but I don't like to lose. The war is beautiful and the graphics are great, using the same Cry engine as in the prequel, the engine famously used in Crysis, but unlike Crysis, this game is so well optimized that makes me Kingdom Come True. There has been an ongoing matter in video game optimization lately. I don't have a bad computer, but my RTS 580 is getting really old and is asking for retirement. The thing is, graphics haven't improved much, but the games keep requiring better graphics cards every year. Why is that? Are developers taking advantage of the continuous improvement of hardware to avoid optimizing their games? Or is it some kind of deal with the GPU manufacturers, like we have to keep selling this, so make something up so the consumer needs to keep buying them? If you play video games regularly and you don't have the best computer, you probably notice it too. Graphics don't change much, but every year games work a little worse. And what really pisses me off is when I play a new game that looks like PS2 and I can't even get 60 FPS. Fortunately, Warhorse Studios has made sure this game is fantastically well optimized. I can run it smoothly on medium graphics, no problem. And from medium to ultra, there's not much difference, so you can experience the game practically the same. There are bugs. There wasn't supposed to be any fantasy creatures in this game, but look at this. They keep morphing. Here comes another one. he's becoming too powerful for me to handle. And characters sometimes act really awkward in conversations, like in most RPGs of this kind.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
But as long as it's funny, it's more of a feature than a flaw. Come on, do something, you dumb fuck.
Get out of here right now, or I'll kick your ass!
Then do it. Do something. What I always loved about Kingdom Come is how immersive it is, especially the amount of sound effects it has. If you are in a forest, different birds sing around you. A small stream flows gently between the stones. Wind strikes the trees, making them sing. Wolves howl near you, and they can actually find you and attack. In the city, the noise reaches every corner. Your steps make different noises depending on what you are stepping on. If it rained recently, there will be puddles that slow you down while you walk on them. If you're wearing a chainmail and jump, you hear it. If you are drunk, you are going to fart a lot for some reason. NPCs have random conversation on the streets, sometimes they fight and pedestrians react to what's happening. A lot of the time it feels like you're doing chores in this game, and for some reason I kinda like it. Do you need to fix your armor? Go to the armorsmith. Is your weapon broken? Go to the weaponsmith. Are your clothes damaged? Go to the tailor. Are your shoes worn out? Go to the cobbler. Yes, there is a place just to fix shoes. Are you dirty? Go to the baths to get washed up by a damsel and have your clothes washed too. What? Are you horny? Throw a couple more coins in the baths and you can sleep with a man.
I need to take a load off.
Every NPC has their daily routine. Everyone has their own house where they sleep. They wake up at the same hour every day and go to work. So if you want to buy or sell something, you'll have to wait for the corresponding time. Oh damn! Well, that's what I call a good parking technique right there. A lot of little things can make a difference in how you interact with the town. You need to pay attention to how you're dressed. Are you dirty? Are you drunk? Do you have a reputation in this city? Are you wanted for some crime? Are you hungry? Do you need to sleep? You can't sleep just anywhere. Sometimes you are God knows where at midnight and it's a challenge to find a place to crash. Ah, what a beautiful morning. La 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 la. Ah, fuck! Oh, God. This is a good time to talk about the crime system. Sometimes it's cool, other times it's just annoying. In the first game, you could crash in a random bed in a bar in the middle of nowhere and you had a chance to be found and kicked out, but if no one walks around there through their daily routine, you could sleep with no consequences. In the new one, every time I try to sleep in a random place that's not my bed, some bitch teleports next to me after I lay down and asks me for money to repay her for the crime of lying down 2 seconds in some random bed.
Henry, if you ever need a place to sleep, our door is always open.
That's right.
Can't say you weren't warned.
What?
You can't just loiter around on other people. You'll pay.
But the lady just say I can sleep here. Did you eat 1 spoonful from a random stew? You better not try to escape.
I surrender.
Or you won't even go to prison, boy. You're going to die right here and now. Some guard has to check your inventory for security reasons. Oh, what is this? Out of the 20 chainmails in my inventory, which I loot from bandits, he can tell exactly which one I stole from a chest 3 days ago. How did he do that? Did he smell all of them and realize the one that didn't smell like a bandit was probably stolen? I don't know, maybe they did that in those times and I just don't know enough about the Middle Ages. Let me look it up in the 50 pages of lore. Except for those details, the crime system is pretty good and you have plenty of options to deal with the guards. cars. After the prologue, you have two possible routes to follow in the main story, and I completely messed one up because I killed a guard who spoke funny to me in the town I needed to go. Everyone treated me as the murderer I was, not allowing me to continue the quest. I need to speak with this lady and she doesn't want to have anything to do with me right now. Okay, that's it. I'm sitting here until everyone chills the fuck down. What do you want, husband?
Give out!
I'm not going anywhere. You have to calm down, okay? You make me do this. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. What do you want, Barber? Get the fuck away from here,
Get
Barber.
stuffed! This isn't over, you bastard!
It's you, the murderer!
Come on.
You fucking
You again,
murderer.
Barber? Really?
Come on, then. Let's sort this
I told you to
piss
get
off.
the fuck away from here. Oh, you should find him, huh?
Fucking murderer!
He was lying there the whole day, really. You
Come
should
on,
find
man.
him. Well, let's try this one last time.
My God! That murderer!
Shut the fuck up, bitch! Let me play the game! And the punishment for what I done is being branded with hot iron for the rest of the game. Another curious aspect of these times is the concept of poaching. Every animal in these forests belongs to the Lord of the land, who appoints designated hunters. If you take a game without permission, you are considered a poacher, and the punishment for this is... well... yeah... those men hanging there are part of a side quest. You are the one who captures them for poaching and delivers them to justice. One of the main objectives of the developers was always to make the Middle Ages experience as realistic as possible, but realism and fun aren't concepts that go hand in hand in video games. People play video games to escape reality and enter a virtual world full of new opportunities. What? You can dance with women in this game? I'm always wanted to do that.
The bottom foot was mine.
Look, she even reduces your health. Just like in real life, amazing. So achieving a balance between realism and fun can be a very delicate task. For example, if you want to make a lot of money in this game, it's actually really easy. Get good at killing bandits or chase the AI. Take all their clothes and sell them until every merchant is bankrupt. Done. I'm going, Shishka, please don't die. I just need to strip this man naked in the middle of a war zone. It will take just a minute, but the game punishes you with a weight limit in your inventory. So if you loot a lot of armor and weapons, you have to walk really slowly. It's okay, because I can get on my horse, go to some merchant without any problems and sell everything there. Oh wait, they removed that mechanic from the first game. And that's where I draw the line. This is an RPG, what's my reward for killing an entire bandits camp if I can't even loot their corpses and sell their things? That's why you shouldn't be ashamed to use some mods if you feel you need them to have fun. At least I'm not, and now I have a pocket universe where I can carry infinite items. I can focus on the fun part of the game and don't need to worry about wasting hours of gameplay watching my character walk like a slug. Wait, where is my dog? Where is... oh, there it is, you silly doggy. Mutt is an addition to this game. He can help you fight, hunt and distract guards. Also, tracking quests used to be a pain, but Mutt allows you to skip the boring part by tracking the path with his nose. In exchange, you just have to throw him some food and pet him once in a while. Here, petting the dog isn't just a feature, it's a requirement. This game has a bunch of minigames, and there are people whining whining about them, saying they break the pace of the game and are annoying. I get it, but I personally like them. Pickpocketing and lockpicking are the same as in the prequel. The lockpicking minigame I was never a fan of, but hey, that new about doesn't even have a minigame, so I'll take it anyway. Thank you very much.
That is certainly just, I'd say.
The dice are really fun, you can even have your own dice with special properties. Alchemy is the same, and now there is blacksmithing. I have always dreamed about being a blacksmith in the Middle Ages, and in my head it looked a lot more fun than this.
Very nice. You're doing just fine.
But still relaxing and fun to see how you give shape to the weapon you'll use later. Something is wrong here. I don't think this is how it's supposed to work. Wait, I fixed it. Oh no, it's broken again. The side quests have such an improvement. In the first game they were go talk to a bunch of guys about stuff or become the medieval doom guy and solo an entire bandit camp for a couple of coins. Now every side quest feels like a little adventure, full of interesting characters, narratives and choices that can even trigger special interactions in the main plot.
Go to hell. What I say and do is my business.
As you wish. I won't try to convince you.
I'm sorry, old man, but I tried the nice way. You leave me no choice. It makes the game feel so alive, where everything is connected and every choice you make has real weight in the world. The game story is also such an improvement from the prequel.
Ma che diavolo? Come cazzo vi permettete? Eh? Sit the fuck down.
The first game story, it's good, it has its really good moments, but the pacing is all over the place, and halfway through the game it has quests that are really boring and have nothing to do with the main narrative. In fact, that made me quit the game in 2019, even though I like it, and just last year I picked it up again and finished it. Instead, Kingdom Come True is such an amazing adventure. The characters, the scene, the script, everything has such incredible quality.
What the fuck is that?
Ready?
Pater Noster, quies in Kielis.
Time!
Et debiti nobis debita nostra sicut.
Take cover!
Et nos dimitimus debitoribus nostros.
Everyone away from the wall.
Et ne nos inducas in tentationem. But deliver us from evil.
If you never finished the first one, the game is kind enough to summarize the most important moments in a genius way, through brain damage and trauma. Henry gets hit in the head really badly in the prologue, and from that moment he has visions and dreams that show us in a really cinematic way the main plot and antagonist from the prequel. All the actors do a beautiful job with their characters.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon,
Oh,
Lord
no.
of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon,
Oh, no.
Lord of Perkstein.
I'm sorry, Hans, but there is no comeback from that. You got roasted. Okay, maybe that is the only thing you can do to counter that. Especially Tom and Luke, where you can feel the chemistry they built in real life over the past few years of working together through their fictional characters. Maybe sometimes too much chemistry.
No! Wait!
I don't get how people can be mad about the chance of making Henry gay. Henry's fucking bitches all over the place in this game, and unlike the RPGs we've been getting lately, where we have 20 game options and one straight.
So, I'm non-binary. What does that mean?
It means I don't feel like a man or a woman.
Here we have the opposite. There are like 20 straight options and 1 gay, so there's no reason to complain. But I got to say it, and this should be no surprise to anyone. The best character in this whole game is definitely Ignatius.
You're lucky the wolves didn't get you. What do you think about the situation in our country? You're right there. It's full of bandits and humans. Of course. Can't forget about the wolves. I absolutely agree.
And the script, my god, they must have broken a record or something. More than 1.7 million words with so many different voice actors and even speaking different languages. It even has people speaking in freaking Latin. How do you find people who still speak Latin?
Nobis est petitio. Regassio.
Can you cut it short?
Fuck! Don't interrupt! Latin is tough when you're sober.
Combine all of this with the breathtaking soundtrack that's always present and you have a top tier productions like few titles have. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a story about men and their morals. Good or bad people, kings, lords, soldiers or killers, in the end they are all just lost men trying to deal with the life they were given and making decisions for better or worse. This game was everything I was expecting and more, in a very weird time to play big budget titles where corporate greed and political nonsense can ruin entire projects. Every now and then we get really talented people doing the true job, which is making the best game they can. Kingdom Come 2 is already an instant classic, and I can't wait to see what else Warhorse Studios can do in the future.
Never get the better of me! Never get the better of me!
I feel quite hungry! 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 That's something I've always wanted to say to your face. I was never fucking hungry. Never. No one else. Your person. You. It's all about the money.